Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. This video is going to be a little bit different. So the last thing that I'm going to show is from a comic book shop. I went in, my mind was blown at this comic book shop, and my expectations going in were average. I was looking for something completely different and then walked out with something that blew me away. Like I said, this video is going to be a little different because I've got three different adventures, we'll call them. Three different bits of hunting footage. So the first one, I got something off Marketplace. The second one, I went to an antique mall that was suggested to me by a friend and fellow content creator here on YouTube. And then the third one was that comic book shop. It's going to go footage, result, footage, result, footage, result. So you're going to have to watch the whole thing to see what I got in each situation. Hopefully you guys are excited for that. Here we go. This video is sponsored by the Shortbox app. It's the easiest and safest way to buy and sell comic books online. There's a link in the description below to download the app and start shopping or selling today. The best thing is they've just added raw books, so check out Shortbox, and thank you for sponsoring this video. All right, I lied. There's one additional bit that I want to show you guys. A friend of the channel reached out and said, hey, I've got something for you. I noticed that you got some Motu, and I got the Castle Grayskull, and I got a few Motu figures. And he said, I wanted to add something to your collection. He's like, I'm going to give it to you completely free as a gift from me to you. Of course, I will pay shipping for this. It's in a huge box, so I'm wondering if you can guess what this is. Okay, so there's a note. And what's really great about this is it's from Snizzle Pop. He's an Instagrammer, and I'm just really, really appreciative that he would think about me for this gift. And he said, here is a vintage Snake Mountain from my childhood. I discovered it not long ago in my parents' basement while helping them move from my childhood home. It was in a large toy box that my father built himself over 40 years ago for all my toys. It was buried underneath decades of boxes, and I was ecstatic to see it after all these years. I had thought they had gotten rid of it years ago. To my amazement, some of my favorite toys from the 80s were still in there. Original Optimus Prime, Megatron, Shockwave, and Darth Vader figure carrying case with figures in it, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow vintage figures, and yes, Snake Mountain. My dude room is almost at capacity with comics, figures, vehicles, and display cases. So after seeing your recent haul video where you snatched up a Castle Grayskull for a display that you were putting together, I felt that it was no better place for Snake Mountain. So here you go. I knew it will be displayed proudly. Keep at it and stay great. Snizzle Pop. Awesome, awesome message. I really do appreciate that. And it's so easy to love this comic book community and do so much or do my part in the comic book community when it's so great and it's done so much for me too. I've been doing this since 2016 and I absolutely love the comic book community. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no other people I'd rather hang out with on the YouTube. Without further ado, let's get into this. Here it is. It is absolutely incredible, all intact. All the pieces are there, I believe so. Here is the snake at the top, which we will add to it when we put it in on display. The latches are all there, and interior is looking gorgeous and gorgeous. It is awesome. Even has the net inside. This is fantastic. I wonder if it still works. The battery port doesn't even look too badly corroded there. So this is really great. Snizzle Pop, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Corey, for sending this to me. Wow, this is awesome. And oh, even the trap door is there. Really cool underneath right here. Very, very cool. I absolutely love this. Thank you so much for the gift. Really do appreciate it. And everybody, if you're on this, just, put in the comments. Thank you so much, Snizzle Pop, for that awesome Snake Mountain. That's really, really cool. Appreciate you. Thanks for the gift. All right. The first bit was in Indianapolis. I went and I saw something on Facebook Marketplace that I knew I wanted. I've been collecting omnibuses, as you can see here in the background. I love reading complete stories. I love reading runs. One of these days I'll show what omnibuses I've been collecting because I haven't really done much of that. But I wanted to pick up another omnibus because I've only read a couple of the issues. I used to collect it, but I didn't read the, several arcs. I only read maybe the first arc of this storyline, but I remember when it was on the shelves. Really did like this. back then, and now I wanted to read it in omnibus format because I love Saturday morning comic book reading. And so here's some footage of me going and getting that marketplace. I was mostly going to do all this footage as shorts. We're just going to include it in this one video. So here is some short format video content. This first footage is going to be lackluster. This is me just driving on the highway in Indianapolis, then driving in the subdivision of the person that I bought this from, and then picking it up on the porch. So I saw this humongous, I mean, this is like beefy. This is a beefy omnibus. It's Teen Titans Omnibus from 2013, and it collects all of the Jeff Johns Teen Titans run from the early 2000s. And I remember buying this off the shelf. I remember going to Midwest Comics in my hometown, and it's no longer there, but Jim, I was like, who is that Superman? Who is that Superman, t-shirt guy? And he's like, that's Connor Kent. Like, that's Superboy, the Metropolis Kid. And I was like, dang, okay, that's cool. So I picked it up, read it, and I loved it. So was really happy to pick up this beefy omnibus. Can't wait to dig into this. This will signify that this is the original print, not that it matters. This is the first printing of this in 2013. There's a 2022 with a newer DC logo right there. So that signifies this. That is a lot of nice Saturday morning reading. It's going to go somewhere nicely in there next to my Jeff Johns DC omnibuses. While I was in Indianapolis, up in the northern part of Indianapolis, I knew that I had to go visit an antique mall that Rogue 121 has been telling me about. Every time I'm in Indianapolis for 2 years now, he's been saying, hey, you should go check out Old Town Antique Mall or something like that. And so I finally did. And boy, as you can see from this footage, it is a fantastic place. So check out this footage and then I'll show you what I bought at this place. Once again, I had this formatted for short film format for YouTube, but there's these great World War II era magazines, and then you have these records, these 33s, and then some Ewok and droid books. Then you've got these great Motu and Turtles and Planet of the Apes toys in this case right here. Just, I mean, great stuff. And they were all priced a little bit more than what I would like to see. I mean, I feel like I can get those for half the price. Then they had this kind of lobby card or quarter sheet maybe. This World War II from 1940 something. This Mohawk, like I said, quarter sheet maybe I would say. This pulp style magazine, and then some more toys in a case there, which looked pretty good. Some Motu stuff and some X-Men. Then they had this. I've never seen that Flash cap gun or whatever it was. Nice original in the box Ewoks figures, which are pretty rare. And some great Powers of the Force, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi figure, and Boba Fett. And then these figures, I wasn't quite familiar with those, but I thought I would film those. So the things that I was tempted in buying were those quarter sheet posters, movie posters. I thought those were pretty cool, and they looked to be original. They had some reprints, similar movie posters like that on the wall, which I was also very tempted to buy those. The one thing I did pick up was a book, and I went back and there was one of the vendors was actually in the shop just maintaining his really nice book area. And it was great books. He said, what are you into? And I said, I'm really into sci-fi, throwaway novels, pulps, etc. And I said, do you happen to have any of that stuff? And he said, I might at home. And he said, he just had thousands and thousands of books. He used to be, at the university, and he used to be in like the archival stuff. So he's got access, and he's possibly has tons and tons of hopefully pulp magazines. And so it was a relationship purchase based on a conversation that I had with him. He said, definitely check back. I'll write your name down and, set some stuff aside for you when I find it in the sci-fi genre. This book is really not that special, but it was one of those relationship buys. I want to show you guys. I got Mao's number 2, A Survivor's Tale. Mao's number 1 was the book that was really kind of hot because it was banned. This is part 2. I thought it was. I didn't look it up before I bought it. I paid $14 for it, and that's pretty much what it goes for, anywhere from like $7, $10, $14. I think it's from 1993, and I just picked it up just as kind of a relationship buy. I always kind of wanted to check this out, find out why it's banned. I really haven't watched or looked at any of the things on why this was banned, but either way, here it is. It was a relationship purchase. And for $14, I thought that was fine. I wanted to buy something from him because I had a really nice conversation with the gentleman. Next up, you're going to see some footage from Acme Comic Shop in Peoria, Illinois. Now, I've been here several times and I love the place. I've bought several things from them. They always put out nice, really well-priced Silver and Bronze Age. The last time I went there, I bought an omnibus. It was this Justice League of America omnibus right here, the Silver Age Justice League of America. Really excited to dig into that one. Once I'm done with the Green Lantern omnibus, then I'll be digging into some of these other ones. I was hoping to find another half-price omnibus, which, by the way, that Teen Titans omnibus was $50. So I thought that was a great price. Tons of great reading for $50. I was looking for another omnibus to add to the collection because, like I said, I just love to grab a random book or trade and just read it on a Saturday morning, read several issues, and just enjoy coffee before anyone else wakes up. While I was there, I was just digging through. I got lots of footage, and I could not believe, my mind was blown that I actually found these books. And these were not what I expected to find. The owner and then the store manager had a wonderful conversation. These gentlemen were fantastic and so welcoming. And then, we were throwing back different comic knowledge, and I kept up with them. They kept up with me. It was wonderful. It was so enjoyable. And if you're in the Peoria area or Central Illinois area, Acme Comics is a place that you probably should want to stop in because you never know what you're going to find. And you'll see in this footage that they just have crazy stuff. So once again, short format. Here's a look at the front of the store. And this is one of the glass cases up by the register. Just nice Silver, Bronze Age. There's some run stuff. Once again, Silver and Bronze Age. Goodness, all priced really, really well. And I think it's all very fair. Then they had these pulps on the desk, which I thought were great. Doc Savage from the early 1940s. And I spread those Doc Savage out so we can get a better look at them. Great, great, beautiful painted artwork on the covers there. Then a nice Western pulp magazine. Yep, 2 of them. There's a Good Girl. Then I saw this, Addie Granoff, She-Hulk. Love that book. There's The Wrecker. There's First Inhumans, or at least issue number 1. Great books. Strange Tales, love those. I was tempted by a couple of those, and Tales to Astonish. Then, of course, they had Superman Prime, so I had to, zoom in on that one specifically. This nice Superpowers Batman. Just some random figures, including Marvel Legends in the counter at the desk, with the register. And then I was happy to find tons of Adam Hughes in their back issue. I didn't pick up any because I've got the full run of these Adam Hughes Wonder Woman covers, but just to see those in the cases were nice. Then all these beautiful, great Motu, Turtles figures, other stuff. They had G.I. Joes in a case over. It was just fantastic. All priced pretty well. And then they had these war comic books, Golden Age war comic books. So definitely be going back and picking up more of those. As I was digging through the war comics, we were talking about how you just can't overlook war comics. You can't overlook romance, or even sometimes you can't overlook Westerns. As I was doing that, having this conversation with the owner, I pull out 4 books and my mind is just blown because not only is this the first time I've owned these books, but these were books that I was actually looking for. I wanted to own some Canteen Kate. If you don't know what that is, hopefully I'll give you a little bit of information right now. So these are Matt Baker covers. This is Fighting Marines. This is number 3 from December of 1951. It's Charlton Comics or St. John Publications, which I'd call it more St. John Publication than Charlton, but that's what my comic shop has on it. There is Canteen Kate, a character that it's like a Lucille Ball type character created by the one and only Matt Baker. And so this is a Matt Baker cover. It is absolutely beautiful. And look what I paid for this book. This is in pretty darn nice condition. It's a solid mid-grade book, $25. The owner of the shop knew exactly what this was, and that is an example that they don't gouge their customers. They're always buying collections and always pricing stuff to sell so they can buy more collections. Fantastic shop. Please, if you're in the area, tell them I said hello. This place is legit. Fighting Marines number 3 with awesome Canteen Kate. And hopefully I'll put a little bit of a screen grab of what the interior art looks like. Here are 2 interior pages from this issue of Fighting Marine. These are the Canteen Kate stories. This one you can tell is not a Matt Baker cover. but it's still fantastic. And there's Matt Baker artwork on the inside. Fighting Marines, number 4. Now I'm wondering if that's still Matt Baker, but look at that. 25 bucks again. This is Fran Matera, and this is from February of 1952. Once again, in fantastic shape. A little bit of stuff right there and a subscription crease. And that's it. St. John's publication. Leatherneck Jack, Tripoli Shores. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And now an interior look at the Canteen Kate story from Fighting Marine issue 4. Now, this was the creme de la creme. This is what I was so excited to find this. This one was a little bit more, and you'll see why. This one is Fighting Marines, number 5. It's got Canteen Kate in it. Look at that Matt Baker cover. It is one thing to see on screen, but one, in hand, it is beautiful. I knew immediately that these were Matt Baker covers, but look at that. Amazing, amazing cover. This one is nice. It's just got a little rip there at the top. Other than that, very, very solid copy for 40 bucks. For 40 bucks? Heck yeah. And this one is from April of 1952. And 2 really great pages out of Fighting Marine issue number 5. These are great examples of Matt Baker artwork. And then the last one that they had was Fighting Marines number 6, featuring a cover by Matt Baker. Canteen Kate right there. Leatherneck Jack, Tripoli Shores, and the beautiful art of Matt Baker on this cover. Really, really fantastic. St. John's up there, $25. Don't pass these up. They are incredible. And once you pop them open and see the artwork on the inside, June of 1952. What more can you ask for? This is great, great golden age. And then the great artwork by Matt Baker in issue number 6 of Fighting Marine. She gets a hold of a flamethrower and it's not good. Yeah, I really do love it. And I'm so thankful for Acme Comics for selling those at such a great price, having these available. And having those other war comics that I'm probably going to be going back for. I'm trying to build a relationship so I can get more and more of these great golden age comics that may be passed up by the regular collector in that shop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this format where there's a little bit of hunting, a little bit of results. More hunting, results, etc., etc. So thank you guys. Hit that subscription if you're brand new to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. If you're in Peoria or in Central Illinois, make a trip up to see Acme Comics in Peoria, Illinois. Fantastic shop. Well worth your time, and just dig. Find something great, dig. They've got toys, they've got comics, they've got golden age awesome books. So thank you guys. Really do appreciate you, and I'll talk to you all on the next one. See ya. Bye.